Congratulations, you have anxiety! Yes, you heard that right. It's like winning a prize you never entered for. Imagine getting a surprise gift, but instead of joy, it brings a whirlwind of emotions and constant overthinking. It's the kind of gift that keeps on giving, but not in a good way. Congratulations! You've unlocked a 24/7 internal alarm system. This alarm doesn't just wake you up in the morning, it keeps you on edge all day long. It's like having a fire drill in your mind that never ends. Every little thing can set it off, from a missed call to an unexpected email. Exciting, right? It's like having a tiny, neurotic roommate living in your brain. This roommate loves to point out everything that could go wrong. It's always there, whispering doubts and fears into your ear, making sure you never feel completely at ease. It's like having a personal critic who never takes a day off. Except, instead of paying rent, this roommate pays you in sleepless nights and an overwhelming urge to flee social situations. It's the kind of roommate that makes you question every social interaction, replaying conversations in your head and making you wonder if you said the wrong thing. It's exhausting. Oh, and it really hates Netflix. Just when you think you can unwind with your favorite show, it reminds you of all the things you should be worrying about. It's like trying to enjoy a movie with someone constantly talking over it, pointing out plot holes and making you miss the best parts. You know, for when you're trying to relax. Because relaxing is never really relaxing when you have anxiety. There's always that nagging feeling that you should be doing something else, something more productive. It's a never-ending cycle of stress and guilt. But what if you forgot to lock the door? What if you said something embarrassing? What if something bad happens? These what-ifs are like a broken record, playing over and over in your mind, making it hard to focus on anything else. Don't worry, you're not alone. Many people experience anxiety, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a common struggle, and there are ways to manage it. Talking to someone, practicing mindfulness, and seeking professional help can make a big difference. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. Anxiety is like that friend everyone has who always brings drama to the party. It shows up uninvited, makes a scene, and leaves you to clean up the mess. But just like with that friend, you can set boundaries and learn to manage its impact on your life. And by party, I mean your daily life. Anxiety doesn't take a break. It's there when you're at work, when you're with friends, and even when you're trying to relax at home. It's a constant companion, but it doesn't have to control you. You know, like trying to decide what to eat or if you replied to that email. These seemingly simple tasks can become overwhelming when you have anxiety. But with the right tools and support, you can learn to navigate these challenges and find moments of peace. Let's break this down. Imagine your brain is a circus, a chaotic yet fascinating place where different characters play their roles. Each one has a unique part to perform, and together they create a spectacle that is both mesmerizing and overwhelming. Picture a grand circus tent filled with performers and spectators. The tent is your mind, and the performers are the various aspects of your thoughts and emotions. It's a bustling environment where anything can happen. At the center of it all is Logic, the ringmaster. Logic tries to keep everything organized, ensuring that each act follows the other in a smooth, orderly fashion. Logic is the voice of reason, the one who tries to maintain control amidst the chaos. But then there's Brain, bless his heart. Brain is like a curious child, easily distracted by every little thing. A butterfly flutters by, and Brain is off, chasing it without a second thought. It's hard for Brain to stay focused when there's so much going on. And let's not forget Drama Queen, the performer on the trapeze. Drama Queen swings high above, screaming and making a scene. She's the one who amplifies every little worry into a full-blown catastrophe. What if you die alone surrounded by cats and unpaid bills? Drama Queen's voice echoes through the tent, making sure everyone hears her exaggerated fears. Suddenly, a text message arrives. Logic steps in, analyzing the situation calmly. Logic says, "It's probably fine." Logic tries to reassure everyone, keeping the situation under control. Brain shrugs, not entirely convinced but willing to go along with Logic's assessment. But Drama Queen? She's already writing your apology for a text you haven't even read yet. Drama Queen is always preparing for the worst, even when there's no real threat. Welcome to anxiety, where everything is a potential catastrophe waiting to happen. In this circus of the mind, the performers never rest, and the show goes on day and night. It's a constant balancing act, trying to keep everything in check while navigating the ups and downs of life. Speaking of catastrophes, let's talk triggers. These are the everyday things that send your anxiety into overdrive. A text message left unread, someone looking at you sideways on the street, the absolute horror of having to make a phone call. It's like your brain is a smoke detector with the sensitivity of a drama queen on a 2-day coffee bender. Sure, sometimes there's actual smoke, but most of the time it's just someone burning toast. Or, you know, existing in the same zip code as you. Let's set the scene. You need groceries. Simple enough, right? Not for someone with anxiety, this is a high-stakes mission. You have to navigate crowded aisles, avoid eye contact, and pray you don't choose the wrong checkout line. Did you pick the fastest line? Is that cashier judging your choice of cereal? Why is that person staring at you? Are they staring at you? They're definitely staring at you. It's a minefield of potential social faux pas, and you're wearing tap shoes. Section 5. Your Brain on Anxiety, a Michael Bay film. Imagine your brain as the set of a high-octane action movie directed by none other than Michael Bay. Explosions, dramatic music, and intense scenes are all part of the package. This is what happens when anxiety takes over. So, what's actually happening in your brain during all of this? Let's break it down. Your brain is a complex network of neurons and chemicals, constantly communicating and reacting to the world around you. When anxiety strikes, this network goes into overdrive. Picture this. The amygdala, your brain's alarm system, spots a potential threat, like, say, a slightly passive-aggressive email. This tiny almond-shaped structure in your brain is responsible for detecting danger and triggering your body's fight-or-flight response. It's like the security guard of your brain, always on high alert. It immediately calls up its good friend cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol is like the action hero of this story, rushing in to save the day. It prepares your body to either fight the threat or run away from it. Your heart rate increases, your muscles tense up, and your senses become sharper. Cortisol floods your system, triggering your fight-or-flight response. This is your body's way of protecting you from danger. But in the case of anxiety, the threat is often not as immediate or life-threatening as your brain makes it out to be. It's like your brain is overreacting to a false alarm. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the voice of reason, is locked in a panic room with a full-blown rave going on. The prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking and decision-making. But when anxiety takes over, it's like it's being drowned out by the chaos. It's trying to say, guys, it's fine, it's just an email. But no one can hear it over the sound of your own heartbeat. Your body is in full panic mode, even though the threat is not as serious as it seems. This disconnect between your rational mind and your emotional response is what makes anxiety so challenging to deal with. And there you have it, folks. A blockbuster hit happening right inside your head. Anxiety can make even the smallest of problems feel like a major crisis. But understanding what's happening in your brain can help you take control and manage your anxiety more effectively. So next time you feel that rush of panic, remember it's just your brain's way of trying to protect you. Section 6. How to calm down, or at least pretend you are. So how do you deal with this internal drama festival? First, breathe. No, seriously. Deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Think of it as giving your brain a timeout. It's surprisingly effective sometimes. Next, try grounding techniques. Focus on your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, touch? It's like rebooting your brain. Think of it as switching from a Michael Bay film to a calming nature documentary. Section 7. The power of no. It's like garlic to a vampire. Here's a revolutionary concept. Say no. That's right. You are allowed to decline invitations, requests, and anything that spikes your anxiety levels. Think of no as your secret weapon, a verbal garlic clove to ward off energy vampires. Remember, you don't owe anyone an explanation. No thank you is a complete sentence. You're not being rude, you're practicing self-preservation. And honestly, in this economy, self-care is a full-time job. Section 8. You're not alone, but please don't touch my stuff. Here's the good news. Anxiety is incredibly common. You're not alone in this. Think of it this way, if anxiety were a band, it would be more popular than the Beatles and Coldplay combined. That being said, everyone experiences anxiety differently. What works for one person might not work for another. It's all about finding what works for you. And maybe investing in some noise-canceling headphones for the brain rave, you know? Section 9. You've got this, maybe. Look, anxiety is a jerk. It's the unwanted house guest that never leaves, the persistent mosquito buzzing in your ear, but it doesn't have to control your life. You're stronger than you think. You've got this, maybe. And hey, if all else fails, there's always therapy, medication, or, hiding under the covers with a good book. No judgment here. We're all just trying to survive this thing called life, one anxiety attack at a time.